Greetings everyone, this is Danny from harrtravel.com, your celebrity cruises experts, and today I'm on board the beautiful Celebrity Reflection. This ship is one of my favorite in the entire world, and it actually is my favorite of all the celebrity ships. It's the fifth and final of the Solstice Series, and what you're going to find is an evolution of the series, which I think they got absolutely perfect. It's a mix of the modern luxury that Celebrity offers, in addition to all of the greatest hits that Celebrity has already brought you. You're going to have amazing food, incredible service, beautiful spaces, and of course, all those celebrity touches with the wellness woven in spa experience as well. Now, keep in mind when you're ready to book your next celebrity cruise, make sure you do it right on harrtravel.com. You can take advantage of our interactive deck plans to pick the perfect room or suite for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way. So we've started up here on top of the pool. So we're one set above the pool level. You can see down below, you've got the two pools here. You're gonna have the 4 hot tubs on either corner. And at the far side, you're gonna have a pool bar. Now, I've loved the pool bar here on board. The bartenders keep you smiling, laughing. They're so happy. They're so incredibly happy to be back here on board. They're gonna mix you some delicious drinks and keep them flowing all throughout the day. So you can see here the cabana style setup that Celebrity went with the Solstice Series. On either side, you're gonna have shade structures. You also see all the lights and speakers because this turns into a dynamic entertainment zone as well. You've got lounge chairs all the way around the pool, and then on either side, you're gonna have lounge chairs in the shade looking out at the incredible ocean views. Now, I'm standing here on the bridge looking over, but this is also part of the walking and jogging track. That's gonna wrap all the way around this particular deck. I highly recommend that you utilize it in the morning or later in the evening when it's a little less busy up here. Now on the far side, you're gonna find the masked grill. This is where you're gonna find all those classics, burgers, hot dogs, fries, all those types of delicious foods. Of course, they also have some spa cuisine in the Solarium. We'll take you there in just a minute. And then on the other side, you're gonna have the masked bar. So they're gonna provide the drink service for the upper level here, and you're gonna have lawn chairs all the way around. So you've got those really comfy loungers. They're gonna have the towels right there on there, one of those celebrity touches, and they're gonna provide drink service throughout. Now, many of our customers get either the always included, the indulge, or the elevate package, and if you get the always included, I highly recommend that you upgrade to the premium beverage plan. It's the best bargain in the entire industry. Of course, your advisor can go through those details with you. But if you have it, you can wander around this ship, you can sit in one of the loungers, you can belly up to the bar, and get all the delicious drink options at no additional cost. Now, as I walk along the jogging track heading forward on the ship, I wanted to point out that this shade structure does provide shade for these lounge chairs here that overlook the pool area. It's perfect for people watching, but it's also really nice because you almost never have a shade structure on the top level of a pool deck of a cruise ship. All along the windows on either side, you're gonna have more loungers, and then as we head further back, we're gonna get to the masked grill. Now, in addition to all the delicious grill items that you're gonna have at the masked grill, they finally listened to me and they added the most important thing. Now, it may be named after Taylor, but this is here just for me. Soft serve ice cream. Now, up one deck in the forward from the running track, you're gonna find the Solstice deck. So this is a dedicated sun deck. You've got these large sun beds here. You're also gonna have the loungers wrapped all the way around. Now, I wanted to point out that this is a phenomenal place for viewing some of the most scenic parts of the world. This ship is really set up with the top decks optimized for that. So you can get great sun space. Of course, you have lounge space here as well. And you're gonna have the wrapped all the way around the side. So you've got more sun beds in the front, and then you also have more of the loungers. Now, just in front of the loungers there, you can actually see the top of the sports deck. Now, on some of the other ships, right now the Silhouette and the Equinox, this is the retreat sun deck. Now, we do anticipate that'll happen sometime in the future, but I think it's gonna be quite some time. And this is a public space now for anyone and everyone to utilize. Now, we just stepped down a deck from the Solstice deck. We're on the continuation of where the jogging track is, and you're at the very front of the ship now. You've got these loungers looking directly out the front. You've got some more loungers tucked behind, and from here you get the most incredible views. In fact, today we're in Fort Lauderdale. You've got the Celebrity Apex directly in front of us, the New Amsterdam, the Enchantment of the Seas, the Odyssey of the Seas as well. And I can't tell you how happy my heart is to see all of these cruise ships back, people sailing on board this incredible vessel to the Caribbean. Now, in addition to all the beautiful views, this is also where you're gonna find the sports deck. Let's check it out. Now, I love that they have the sport court. Growing up, my dad was a basketball coach for nearly 40 years, one of the top high school basketball coaches in California, and my brother and I both played for him. So we would always have to come up and practice our free throws. We'd play some 3-on-3 tournaments and have a great time. Now, they have it set up for football, so you can kick a little bit if you want. Football is life. But for me, it's always been basketball. Let's see if we still have it. Not too bad. So now we're at the Lawn Club. When this feature was introduced on the first Solstice class ship, the Celebrity Solstice, it blew my mind, and they've continued to evolve and make it better with each and every iteration. There is a ton of grass up here. It's not one little stretch, as you might imagine. What it is this entire space in the aft of the ship. So it wraps all the way around like a giant horseshoe, and then you're also gonna find it on either side towards the back as well. Now, what we are right here in the middle, you can see behind me the Lawn Club Grill. Now, the Lawn Club Grill was a new addition later on in the Solstice series, and they've continued it on with the Edge and the Apex because it's been such a hit. You can picture the perfect backyard barbecue curated by incredible chefs. You can watch them grill there. They've got the baking ovens as well. You can see all the different tables here. And of course, it's right here at the Lawn Club. On some of the older ships, that was the hot glass blowing area. That was a really cool thing as well. But I love that they've added a specialty dining venue. And my experience has been that it is absolutely delicious. Now, in the large Lawn Club area here, they'll do all kinds of get-togethers and gatherings. You've got the large screen TV there where you can watch a first-run movie, or you can catch up on your favorite sporting event. And one of my favorite features is they finally made a chair big enough for me. So, you know, you've seen Adirondack chairs on other cruise ships, but I don't think you've ever seen a Danny Adirondack chair. Give me just a second. Yep, exactly perfect for my size. Now, on either side, you're going to find the alcoves. These are a cabana concept here. It does have a shade structure that'll open up. You've got a nice chaise lounger, and you also have 2 chairs as well. And you're going to reserve these, and they all do come at an extra fee. But the idea is you can get food and you can get beverage service here. It's a really nice high-level experience if you want your own private space on the Lawn Club. Now, as we continue further back, you're going to have lawn on either side. So all the way in the back is the sunset bar. It's going to kind of extend around to the sides as well. So on this side of the Lawn Club, you're going to find a lawn area. Right now they've got it set up for bocce ball, but they'll do all kinds of fun games over here. And then on the other side, they're going to have it set up for golf. So if you want to practice your putting skills, you can do that. Let's head on over and check it out. Now, on the port side of the ship, just in front of the sunset bar, you're going to find more of this beautiful lawn, and here's where you're going to find the putting green. Now, keep in mind the enormous amount of weight and maintenance that goes into designing something like this and keeping it up. Celebrity has had a feat to figure all of that out, and they've done an incredible job with it, and it is one of the fan favorites. In fact, I have a lot of customers that prefer the Solstice class over all the other classes of ships for so many reasons, and this just happens to be one. What I love is they actually have really good equipment as well. So you got a white hot Odyssey here. They've got 6 putters over there to choose from. They've got top-notch balls. And then of course, they also have some other golfing features here on board. Now, something I did want to mention is that on either side of this, you're going to have a restroom. So there's gentlemen's on this side, ladies on the other side, and then the sunset bar. Let's head on back. So now we're at the sunset bar. It's my favorite bar on the ship, and this is actually my favorite one in the entire fleet. I love the design. You can see the evolution from the other Solstice series of ships. You've got the bar that wraps all the way around. It's actually lowered for the bartender there. You've got bar seats here, bar seats wrapped all the way around, and it's cantilevered over the back of the Oceanview terrace. Now, looking out from here, you get the most incredible views out the aft of the ship. They've got seating, like I said, that wraps all the way around to the sides. You also have seating out back here, so you can mix your favorite cocktail for sail away or come back up each and every time you enter and exit ports, or it's a great place on sea days as well. Now, on the port side of the sunset bar, you're going to find that they have a bit of a cigar lounge set up. You can get your cigars here if you'd like. It's also a designated smoking area. The other side is going to be smoke-free. Now, another fantastic top deck specialty restaurant is the Porch. It's open for lunch and dinner. It's a seafood theme. They have some absolutely delicious options. You can also upgrade to their signature seafood tower. And the idea behind this restaurant is to be at your favorite oceanfront restaurant. And you could make that happen here because you literally are on the oceanfront. So behind me you can see the chef whipping up some delicious delicacies. It's an open kitchen concept once again. And then as we continue along through the space, you're going to see that they have several different seating options. They've got tables for 2 and 4. They have larger tables here for 5 or 6. Now I really like that they have fans up above. They also have heaters, so when you're traveling to the Baltic or one of those parts of the world where it may be a little bit cooler, you can still take advantage of the incredible ocean views and the delicious seafood option here at the porch. Now this beautiful space is the Solarium. It's one of those signatures of Celebrity, and it ties in with their wellness woven in concept. You can think of it as an extension of the spa. Right in the middle you've got a nice large pool, big enough to swim laps. You're going to have chairs all the way around, but these are those extra soft padded chairs that Celebrity has here on board. Right in the middle, you're going to have a beautiful water feature with the fountains and of course the waterfall up above. And you can see how high the ceiling is in here. So you get those incredible amounts of light. You also get the beautiful views out to the side wherever it is in the world you're traveling. So if you're in Northern Europe or maybe you're going to be sailing in Alaska, you're going to have all of the great features of a pool, the jacuzzis on the side, and this lounger space as well, but it's going to be climate controlled, either cool in the hotter destinations or warm in the cooler ones. Now it does step up, so you're going to have loungers on the second tier as well. You're going to have day beds wrapped around the windows, looking out at the incredible ocean views. And as I mentioned, you have one hot tub on either side. Now just behind me here, I wanted to point out they do have an accessible lift. I really appreciate their dedication to accessibility on Celebrity. And then tucked over in the corner, you're going to have the Aqua Spa Cafe. So if you want light bites, it's a really great place to come. I'll have it for breakfast oftentimes or for lunch. They also have a full juice bar and coffee maker over there. And what I really like about that is you can utilize the premium beverage package, and those are included. So when I sail on Celebrity, I almost always start my day with a coffee and of course a nice fresh squeezed juice or smoothie. And then we'll come in here, relax, and enjoy the space. Now, if you're looking for a casual dining option here on board, it's going to be the Oceanview Cafe. It gets its name because you have windows all the way around and in the back as well. You're going to have seating on either side, so you can look out and take advantage of those beautiful ocean views, whether you're at a booth or a table. Now, I wanted to start off at the most important station. Of course, it's ice cream, my happy place right here. You can see they have quite a few different options of complimentary ice cream. They also have sorbet, and you see it back there, soft serve ice cream. I'll stop by here 1, 2, 3 times a day, right, Jose? Yeah, he knows. He's seen me before. Now, all along, you're going to have the toppings. They're complimentary. I love that. My daughter really loved getting to pick that out each and every single day. And for me, every time I walk by, I've got to take the obligatory cookie. Today, no, I think I'm going to go with all 3. I'll be back in just a second. Next up is the Italian station, and right here you're going to see they're making that pizza fresh from scratch. Now this is going to usually be open a little bit later in the evening as well. Now keep in mind the Oceanview is open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner each and every single day, and most people will start here on port days. You're going to get the plates and you're going to get your silverware here, and I'm going to continue along here to show you the pizza station and the other Italian. So here you're going to have several different options of pizza. You can see today they have chicken tandoori. I love that they have an Indian option, pepperoni, vegetable, and cheese. They'll mix and match throughout. You see the pizza ovens just behind. Over here you're going to find a wide variety of antipasti, and then you're also going to have Taylor's favorite, which is the pasta station. So they have several different kinds of pastas. They've got 4 different types of sauces today, so you can mix and match as you'd like. And then they also have a lasagna and a baked pasta today, but they're going to rotate that throughout your time here on board. Now, all around the middle, I love that they have, instead of one continuous line, they have lots of different stations. So you have a very important one here. Of course, they've got the meat station where they can make gyros there. Today, you've got an assortment of paprika roasted chicken, jerk pork ribs. You've got a large paella over there. This is the carvery, so you're going to find different styles of meat. So right here on the side today, they're going to have the steamship of beef. I'll be back for that as well. Now, I mentioned that there's several different stations. You've got a salad station over on the far side. Really the most important station, according to my wife, is the cheese station over there. Really delicious options. And then you have different salads here that are pre-mixed. They also have a sandwich and panini station. Once again, this is lunch and it's boarding day. My tip to you is when you come on board, you want to grab your food and head all the way to the back because it's always a little less crowded, and you even can go all the way to the outside and get those incredible ocean views. Now over here you have the other, the most important station. You've got the desserts, you've got the welcome aboard cake right here. They've got some grab and go options, or they'll cut all of these up and prepare them for you. Now keep in mind they're going to mix and match that as well each and every single day. You've got your cold cuts and charcuterie over there, and then all along the side here you're going to have the different hot food stations. They've got an amazing assortment of fish. You can see right here they're cooking to order. They have salmon, sea bass, and snapper. They've got it displayed over there on the far side. And then we're going to head back to the grill area. So in the very back, you're going to have the grill. For breakfast, this is where you're going to find the made-to-order egg station. And then in the evening, they'll mix and match it as well. So you've got different grilled items. I've got pork chops, you got barramundi, grilled chicken breast. You also have steak. And of course, one of my all-time favorites is tandoori chicken. They have some of the best Indian chefs in the world on board Celebrity, and they always have some phenomenal Indian options. Now, something that they'll have just about every single day here on board is a Mexican station. They've got fajitas and tacos. And then as you continue along, you have your make-your-own Caesar salad. It's one of my staples on board a cruise ship. A few more of the different salads here. Waldorf, I always love some apples on the first day. And then you're gonna have different kinds and the fresh fruit station. So they'll cut those up for you. You can see right now they have a wide variety of melons. They also have some bananas, pineapple, all kinds of delicious options to choose from, but I'm always going for the mango. Now, Celebrity does an awesome job with different dietary needs. Of course, you're gonna let us know when you make the booking. You can put that into the record for you. And every time you sit down at a meal, I always recommend that you remind anywhere in the world that you are. They've got quite a few different vegetarian options here. I really like that. And they also have some gluten-free bread options tucked in the corner. One of the easiest places to accommodate dietary needs is on a cruise. But once again, you can meet with the maitre d' on the first day. You can also talk to them each and every time you come in. But every time I sit down in a restaurant, they always ask that question. Now, I wanted to point out the complimentary beverage station. So this is also going to mix and match as you go throughout the day. Of course, you have ice and water over here. Right now for lunch, you've got lemonade, iced tea, apple juice. In the morning, you might have pineapple juice, orange juice, things along those lines. You've got the Lavazza coffee here. So this is brewed. Of course, they do have the coffee machines, and they also have the coffee shop as well. There's a second coffee shop around the corner that I'll take you to in a second. And then here you're going to find the tea and hot chocolate station. So my daughter, every time we were on board, she always wanted to stop by and make a hot chocolate. Now on the port side of the Oceanview, you'll find Il Secondo Bacio. Now, Cafe El Bacio is down on deck 5. That's going to be the primary coffee shop, but they have a second one up here. It's a perfect way to start your day. You've got the espresso makers here. They can make espressos and cappuccinos. Once again, those are included in the premium beverage package, and you can see you have a full bar selection as well. So you can belly up to the bar and they'll make a drink for you, or they'll provide service throughout the entire space. So now we're in my happy place, the very aft of the ship, and I love back here, you can dine undercover. You can also dine here looking directly out the back. Now, my favorite spot on any ship is always the aft. I love looking out at the wake. There's something that lowers my blood pressure, makes my smile get bigger as I watch us sail away from the most beautiful and exotic ports in the world. Now, there's some pretty wonderful aft-facing suites and rooms, and if you want to check those out, we've got those on the channel, in addition to all the other rooms and suites here on board. Now, once again, for boarding day, I always head directly to the back of the Oceanview Cafe, but you're going to find me each and every single day. For point of reference, we're just below the Sunset Bar, and you've got the stairway that goes up and down between that. So if you want to grab a quick bite and head back up to the Sunset Bar, you can do that as well. Just forward of the casino, you're going to find another bar just behind me. Now, this is part of the open atrium that goes up to deck 5 above. Now, there's a stairway at the end where you can head up, and on my side, you're going to find the conference center. So there's several different conference rooms they can put together to a larger space or divide them up. This is also where you're going to find Celebrity Central. We're going to head on in now. Now, one of my favorite spots on the Millennium series of ships and the Solstice is the Sky Observation Lounge. It's a dynamic entertainment space and also lounge space. So you're going to have windows wrapped all the way around. And what that does is it allows you to get beautiful light during the day. In fact, my wife will often come up here to sew. And then later in the evening, it turns into more of a nightclub. So this really is the nightclub space here on board. You can see the large stage wrapped all the way around. They're going to have live music each and every single evening. And something that I really appreciate about Celebrity Cruises is they invest money in musicians. They find some of the best out there, and they really do put on a phenomenal show every single night, and that carries on throughout the ship in all the different venues. Just for a point of reference, you see a wall over there. Now, it might look a little different than some of the other Solstice Series ships, and that's because on the other side of that wall are the signature suites and the one-of-a-kind incredible reflection suite. If you want to see that on our channel, we've got a tour of those as well. Now right here in the middle is a bar, and it's not just any bar, it's the Sky Observation Bar with some of the most fun bartenders around. I've had so many laughs and smiles in this space. I love the memories that come flooding back each and every time we get on board. Now you're gonna have seating all along the glass walls. You also have some interior seating along the walls on the side there. They'll also use this space for different things like maybe a magic show. My daughter was part of one on board and she absolutely loved it. They'll also use it sometimes for lectures, arts, and crafts. So you can see the bar wraps all the way around here. And then as we continue to the front of the space, they have a couple more dynamic lounge spaces. They're elevated here, so you've got seating for 6 here, you've got larger seating there, and then you also have nooks tucked away for 2 or 4. It's the perfect place when you're sailing through all of those scenic spots, and I know I've mentioned that before. This ship has an incredible amount of glass and beautiful indoor and outdoor spaces to see the beautiful places around the world you visit. Now, the Reflection has one of my favorite kids clubs in the entire Celebrity fleet. I love the amount of space that they've dedicated to it and the evolution of the concept to what they now call Camp at Sea. The idea is to engage the kids with lots and lots of fun, but also add in STEM activities. We'll show you some of those as we head back. Now the check-in area is right here. They're gonna have the kids divided up into different age groups, and as they get older, it's gonna get a little bit further towards the back, and then we'll take you over to the teen club as well. Now it's really important on the very first day of your cruise that you wanna come up here and check in. So you're gonna let them know who can pick up and drop off the kiddos. In my case, on our last cruise, it was my parents, my wife and I, and some of our friends that we were traveling with. And what was great about that is if maybe my wife and I were at dinner, my dad could come and pick my daughter up, go have some fun, and we could extend our time together. Because when every member of the family is having a good time, every member of the family is doing what they love, it's gonna be a phenomenal family vacation. So you'll check them in here. Remember, safety and security is #1, so they're only gonna let them go with those who are authorized. Now, this is the area for the littlest of kiddos. You've got different cubbies with activities. They do have restrooms here in the space. I love that they don't have to go out to utilize those. You can see the tiny chairs here and the booths, so this is that perfect space for arts and crafts and science and everything that they engage them with. They're gonna have choices of activities, and it really is the camp counselors that make all the difference in the world. You can have the best space, but without the people, it's really nothing. And as a middle school teacher for over a decade myself, I love the job that they do here and their dedication to families. So you see you've got some play areas here, lots and lots of toys. They're all tucked away right now. You've got the Xbox Connect and a large flat panel TV. In fact, my daughter came back from her last cruise asking for an Xbox. We'll see what Christmas brings. And we're gonna take a few steps up here. You've got another arts and crafts station. In fact, they call it the Creation Station. Imagination without limitation. And I really like that concept. If the kids love video games, you've got the Xboxes all the way across. They've got the bean bags where they can relax. And they'll also set up movie time in here. Now the first space was for 3 to 5. This is the 6 to 9-year-olds. You've got another Xbox station here. 2 Xbox Connects. They can all play all kinds of different dance games, competitions. And then as we head further back, we have one of my all-time favorites, foosball. Taylor, we're coming back here in just a little bit. So you've got more tables and chairs here, and then you've got those Xbox stations all the way around, the video game stations, for lots and lots of engaging activities. So over here, you're gonna find more of those arts and crafts. You've got a ping pong table. You also have a lounge style space all around. Now I mentioned STEM. They're gonna have the opportunity to program their own robots. They can build different things. So Taylor and I both would be engaged as kids because we both kind of liked different things growing up. He was more of that science, hands-on. I was more of the creative, the arts and crafts. And I love that idea that either of us could have done what we want. And my daughter loved that on board as well. You've got another Xbox Connect back here, and all of these stations are dedicated to arts and crafts and science. You've got the lanyards back there, they can make those. In fact, that takes me all the way back to summer camp. Right below the ping pong table, you actually have a dance floor right here. They've got the disco lights up above. And now we're gonna head into the final of the younger kids spaces. Now, all the way in the front, looking out the windows, you're gonna have the sport court, and you have the final space here. Now they're gonna segment it differently for each and every single cruise based on how many kiddos that they have on board, but they're always gonna have enough camp counselors. You can see more of the tables and the chairs here, arts and crafts supplies, different sports. They'll do bowling in here, they'll play hula hoop, they'll do all kinds of different fun. You can see the tables here and another set of Xbox stations just to the side. You also have these really cool, modern, funky chairs that matches the decor of the ship. So now we're in the teen club, and what I like about this is it's really set up almost like an ultra lounge for them. So right here is actually the dance floor, and you've got all the different lights and technology here, but you have several different zones as you move through, and they're really going to emphasize that STEM experience. So lots of fun with sports and games, but if you want to learn to program, they have some more sophisticated size options here on this side. So you've got the ping pong table right in the middle, you've got the lounge booth seating all the way around, and you're going to have the large screen TV where they'll do movies, and they're also going to have an Xbox Connect. Now as I head up the ramp, you're going to have more of that lounge style seating where they can hang out and relax, some of the chairs facing out and then the booths facing in. You got that full Xbox Connect set up here. You do a little dancing games, but you can see they've got the two loungers here for a little bit of competition. Now, as we continue to head further back, you can see they've got some of the different challenges up here, the different activities that they're going to have. You've got college night, minute to win it, orb challenge, karaoke, chill out zone, mystery night, just to name a few. You've got another foosball table here, which is sure to be an absolute blast. And then now you have these really cool loungers on this side. Another setup here for movies. They can also play video games. I did mention on the other side that they had the bathrooms in the space. I love that they don't have to leave the space for that. You've got the ladies and gentlemen right here. You've got more of those day beds as you move forward. And then in the corner, you're gonna see several more of the bean bags. So they'll set that up. We all know teens love to lounge, and you've got a couple more video game stations as well. Now, as a middle school teacher, I know that teenagers can be some of the toughest to entertain. They do an awesome job. And what I hear feedback from my clients all the time is that our teens ask to come back time and time again. Now, I wanted to point out that if you're looking for the optimal kid and teen experience, it may be on a Solstice class ship. You can see here from the map, the entire front of the ship is dedicated to the kiddos. That's something you're not going to find on the edge and the apex. It's a much smaller space, and the feedback we get is pretty consistently the teens prefer this ship option. So now we're in the reception area of the spa, and Celebrity does an incredible job with spa. In fact, the wellness woven in concept you'll find all throughout the ship, whether you're taking an aqua class room or you're utilizing the spa for a massage, medi-spa treatment, or if you come up and use the thermal suite. Now, I wanted to point out they do have a wide variety of retail. They've got a partnership with Caristus in Paris, and a lot of our customers tell us they like to stock up on board and take advantage of those duty-free prices. Now let's tour the space. So now we're inside the full service salon. There's a separate barber shop we'll take you to in a minute, but this is where you're gonna find all the different hair treatments that you can imagine. They can do just about anything that you can get at home, or you can just get done up to head out and enjoy the evening. Now you've got the hair stations with hair wash along the side, more with that partnership from Caristus, and then along here you're gonna find the manicure stations. Now as we head around the corner, you're gonna see the pedicure stations as well. They've got 3 of them set up. I love that they're big enough for my size, 15 feet, and every part of the salon, you're gonna get incredible ocean views. So now we're inside the barber shop where gentlemen can get a shave or a haircut. I love that they also do facial treatments in here as well. You've got that old school barber chair, different setup here, and they even have a TV in the mirror so you can watch your favorite game. Now there's a gentleman and ladies changing room. We're gonna take you through the gentleman's right now. It's pretty much identical. So you're gonna have your lockers in here, so you're gonna check in, go in and change, and then of course you can utilize that if you're using the fitness center or if you're getting a spa treatment. Around the corner here, you're gonna find the showers. You have a couple more here as well as the restrooms. And then tucked just to the side, you're gonna find the sauna. Now this is a complimentary feature. There's a full thermal suite we'll take you in just a second. But once again, gentleman and lady each have their own saunas in the changing room. Now we're just inside the Persian Garden thermal suite, and it's by far the largest on the Solstice series of ships. You've got the infrared sauna over to the side, and you're gonna find 2 large sets of these stone loungers. These are my all-time favorites. I love that you can sit back. They're heated, especially when you come back from a shore excursion, you can relax. I've had a bad back for a long time, so coming in here and relaxing on arrival day, and then throughout my time on board, I really appreciate the opportunity to do that. You're gonna have a couple different shower options in here. You have tropical rain and spring rain. As we continue along, all of these face out to incredible ocean views. You're gonna have more tropical rain and spring rain in here. You can walk through and have that extra large rainforest shower head up above. Now as we transition forward, you're gonna find more of those loungers here. I like that they have so many of them. I found on my last cruise there was plenty of space just about any time I checked. Now here you're gonna have the cold room. That's something that they don't have on all the ships. I really like that you have that in here. You can step in and you see half the different seats all the way around. And really the purpose behind this is that you can do a full circuit. So you can start off with the infrared sauna, you can do a little bit of cold, and then you continue along. You're gonna have the hammam. This is gonna be a Turkish style bath where it's nice and steamy. And then we're gonna continue over to the aromatic suite where you're gonna get those nice aromatherapies to really open up the sinuses and your lungs. So you can see if you have Aqua Class, this is a complimentary feature, or you can purchase it for a day or the entire cruise. Now, if you want it for the cruise, my high recommendation is that you check it out the very first day because it does fill up. And then in addition to that, if you want Aqua Class, this is one of the best upgrades. So in addition to getting Blue Restaurant, which we'll cover later, the specialty restaurant just for spa guests, you're gonna get to utilize this anytime you'd like. Now we're inside one of the single treatment rooms. They have all kinds of different options for you, whether it's your favorite Swedish massage, deep tissue, my favorite, which of course is the hot stone massage or bamboo. You can put all of those together to get an incredible spa experience. They're gonna have a full Medi Spa experience here if you're looking for that. In addition to that, they also have acupuncture. You can do a wide variety of facials and wraps. If you love spa, you're certain to love the Celebrity Reflection. Now you can also choose a wide variety of treatments that you can share with your partner. So if you want to have a couples massage, that's something that you can do in here. You actually see that this is acupuncture in this room. I wanted to show you what it looks like with the 2 double beds. Once again, whatever therapy, you can do it as a couple or individually. At the front of the ship, you're gonna find the fitness studio, and it is a really large space with a ton of equipment. All along the wall here, you're gonna have different treadmill options. Tucked in the front, you're gonna find ellipticals. And then all the way along here, you're gonna have bikes, more ellipticals, and treadmills as well. Now, Celebrity has recently partnered with Peloton. I love that they have complimentary use of Pelotons while you're here on board. Or you can get one of those delivered if you're in one of the top suites. So if you have a streak going at home, you can continue it on while you're on vacation. There's Pelotons wrapped in the corner, and then all around the front, you're gonna find the different circuit equipment. So you can see another Peloton here and a rowing machine. They've got abs, more of those circuits, so you can actually work all the way through and work every single muscle in your body. I love to walk by the spa and the fitness center once or twice in the cruise. I usually work on the 12-ounce curls. No, I'm just kidding. If you want to utilize this space, it's a really phenomenal option for those who are into the health and fitness. You've got the different benches, the free weights over there as well. You've got the medicine balls. You've also got yoga mats. They're going to do different classes and quite a few different options here, including personal fitness training. Now that does come at an additional cost, but the use of the gym is complimentary. Now just in front of this, there's gonna be some more lounger space outside, just for point of reference. Now let's check out the Motion Studio. So now we're in the Motion Studio. They do all kinds of different aerobic classes in here, yoga and stretching. You can see it set up here with the yoga blocks there. There's also a divider further back. Lots of different class options here on board, especially when you're cruising for a longer period of time. It's wonderful that you can keep up your fitness regimen from home, or of course, if you aspire to do better at home as I do, you can practice here on board. Now, something else that they'll utilize the Motion Studio for is spin class. You can see the bikes are in here right now. Once again, tons of different options to choose from, so you can continue your fitness regimen. Now, this is the first glimpse of the atrium, and all the way up and down, there's different spaces that you're going to encounter. Right now we're on deck 12. You can see behind me you have the concierge and the captain's club. So if you have any questions about the loyalty program, your status, or any of the benefits, you can stop by. And of course, if you have concierge class, you can utilize the services of the concierge throughout your time here on board. They can make reservations for you. They can answer all kinds of questions as well. Now also from here, I just wanted to point out the library down below. I love the fact that Celebrity has held on to that. There's a true library here. You've got real books that you can go down, check out, and utilize. I've read some of my favorite books on board a cruise ship that I picked up that I may never have found before. It's also open to the incredible atrium space where you're gonna find a live tree. This is something that you'll only find on Celebrity Cruises and you'll only find on the Solstice series of ships. It's one of my favorite features, and as you go up and down the beautiful glass elevators, you're gonna get glimpses of all the different spaces here. Down one floor from the library, you'll find Game On. Once again, we're here on the Atrium. You can just see the top of the tree in front of me. You've got the interactive game tables. So these are actually screens here that you can play different games on. You're gonna have all your favorite games that you can check out. I see Scattergories and Scrabble, backgammon, chess, and quite a few more. You can also imagine it's quite a bit of fun to play Jenga on a cruise, whether with new friends or with your family. Set on deck 7 and 8, you're gonna find the hideaway. So you have these chairs that look out at the atrium. You've got some really nice lounge space tucked along the backside there. These ultra modern chairs as well. And I love the bird nest up one level where you can hang out. Now tucked around the corner there, you're gonna find a Lavazza coffee maker. It is complimentary, you also have tea. It's the perfect place to hang out and read, relax, and enjoy. As we continue to head down, we're going to encounter the Celebrity Eye Lounge. So this is a multi-use space as well. They've got a wide variety of Apple retail options that you can purchase duty-free. They also have computers that you can utilize, and it's also the place where you're going to find all of those people who can help you with the internet. Whether it's getting logged on, adding an additional account, they can answer all those questions and assist throughout the cruise. Now at the front of the ship, you're going to find the Reflection Theater. This is where you're going to see the full Broadway-style production shows, all the specialty acts that they bring on board here. Might be a comedian, a lecturer, lots of different options can happen here in the theater. It's a beautiful and a massive space. We're up here on the top deck. It's going to have tiered seating, just like you're going to find down below as well. They'll provide full drink service in here before the show, and down below you can see that you have more stadium-style seating. You've got the large stage at the front with 2 large LED screens, one on either side. That does interact with the show a bit, and then once again, if they're doing a lecture in here, maybe you're visiting Europe, they're going to bring an expert on in archaeology. This is where you're going to see those styles of things. Now, as that comes up in the middle, on the sides, you've got higher levels of seating as well. So once again, lots of different seating options here. My personal favorite is always up here from the top deck, but you're sure to love the Celebrity Entertainment. They do a phenomenal job. Now, as we walk aft on deck 5, you're going to find the first set of retail. Now, there's a ton of retail here on board. You can take advantage of the duty-free pricings with cosmetics and perfumes. They have high-end bags. They have quite a few different partnerships. One of their newer partnerships is with Effie. They've got a massive amount of space dedicated to that. But whatever it is that you'd like to shop, you want a Kate Spade bag, you want a Coach bag, or a Louis Vuitton, they're going to have that here. Now they also have the photo gallery. You can choose from different options duty-free if you need to get a camera, a GoPro, or maybe you forgot a battery or a memory card at home. They're going to have that for you as well. Now they have a wide variety of watches and jewelry. That's Taylor's favorite always. See some Tag Heuers over there and Breitlings. And then as we continue along the space, you're going to see part of the Park West Gallery. Now what I love about this is that it is a true gallery. You can do an art walk as you go through. You can learn about different art when they have the auctions and of course the lectures, or you can purchase art here on board. Once again, you're taking advantage of those duty-free prices. So here to my right, you see Omega and Breitling watches. They've got a wide variety there. So if you do great in the casino or you just want to buy a gift for your partner, this is the perfect place to stop by. Now, one of my favorite bars on board is the World Class Bar. You're going to find a wide variety of whiskeys, which I absolutely love. You can see some of them behind me. These are your true mixologists here on board. They can make all kinds of different concoctions. Of course, if you have that premium beverage package, most of it is going to be included. But if you want to go way high end, they've got some phenomenal upgrades as well. Now, the unique configuration of this is you're overlooking the promenade down one floor below where there's going to be more retail. So all along here with the World Class Bar, you're going to have the high top and low top tables. And once again, some of the best bartenders in the entire world. And look at that, Taylor. They even have some Tanqueray 10. Now, my favorite specialty on any celebrity ship is going to be sushi on 5. I love sushi sometimes before dinner, for dinner, sometimes after dinner as well. So you're gonna have a full sushi bar over here, some incredible waiters who are gonna take care of all those details, and some amazing sushi chefs as well. Now, in addition to sushi, sashimi, your favorite rolls, they're gonna have edamame for appetizer. I always love to start that way. And they also have a variety of Japanese dishes. So if you want a casual lunch or dinner, this is a fantastic specialty choice. Also on deck 5, you're sure to find Taylor and I at one of these 2 spots. You can almost find him at Cafe Il Bacio. You see they've got the coffee machines behind. These are fantastic baristas. They can make all your favorite lattes, cappuccinos, espressos, Americanos, those styles of things. They also have a wide variety of teas, and you're gonna have, of course, the cookie station. Every time you walk by, you gotta have one. And then they have a phenomenal array of desserts. Now, while Taylor's gonna be over here, I'm gonna be over at the Gelateria. So on the other side, you're gonna find the Gelateria. They have some delicious gelato choices, some beautiful ice cream sandwiches, all of your favorite toppings, and more cookies as well. But for me, what I love starting off here is that incredible smell of the fresh made waffle cones. So you can see some options here to choose from. They've got the waffle maker back there and the cappuccino maker. Absolutely delicious. Just next to Morano's Specialty Restaurant, you're gonna find the Ensemble Lounge. Now it gets its name because they're gonna have live music each and every night. Now Taylor is a drummer, he's a musician himself, and he loved the music here on board and was really impressed with not only the quality, but also the dedication of the musicians. It's a really beautiful lounge space. You're gonna have seating all along the wall. You've got chairs, large couches you can sit down for 1, 2, or a larger group. Now, right in the middle, you're gonna have a bar, absolutely delicious drinks, and some of the best bartenders in the business. Now, set just behind is Morano Restaurant. Let's head on in and check it out. So now we're just inside Morano. Now, this is a true fine dining experience. You're gonna find a lot of French and Mediterranean influence in here, all of your favorite fine dining dishes, and I love that they even do flambe tableside. So this is more of the elegant style. We're gonna see a couple more specialty restaurants in a minute. Now I wanted to take you right around the corner here to the wine room. Now you can utilize this space if you're celebrating a birthday, a party, really any type of group gathering that you'd like. You're gonna wanna request it right away. Now they also utilize it for a chef's table if you wanna have an even higher elevated experience paired with wine. If you are a foodie, you're gonna be blown away. Now we're inside the elegant Michael's Club Lounge. This is the suite-only lounge here on board. On the ships that they've completely renovated, they've renamed it the Retreat Lounge, but it's essentially the same. You're gonna have the different retreat hosts in here that can take care of all the details. You can come in here for a cocktail at the bar. They also have a wide variety of options for snacks throughout the day. If you want a quick continental breakfast, maybe a pre-dinner snack. You see you have beautiful furniture, lots of different settings for 2, 4, or you can connect with a larger group of friends, but you're gonna have a phenomenal bartender, amazing suite service as well. Now in Cuisine Restaurant, you're gonna find a really cool concept from Celebrity, and it's called Le Petit Chef. So this was totally renovated when they turned it into Cuisine, but what they did later on was they added Le Petit Chef, so you have all of these projectors that are gonna project down on the tables. And the concept behind it is essentially a bunch of tiny chefs competing in a food competition. You're gonna find chefs from Japan, from Italy, from France. They're gonna come out on your plate, and then they're gonna bring out and serve delectable specialty dishes. So this is definitely an elevated experience, and it's one of the most fun that you're gonna find on any cruise ship. Next up is Blue Specialty Restaurant. Now this is reserved only for Aqua Class guests here on board. Now it truly is a specialty restaurant. It's an upgraded experience where you're gonna find all your favorite classics, some of them reinterpreted. Also, you're gonna find high quality spa cuisine. So if you want some healthier choice options or just all of your favorites, you can find that in here, and it's gonna be at an elevated quality. Now this, along with the thermal suite, are probably the two biggest reasons to upgrade to Aqua Class. And with the Reflection, there's quite a few Aqua Class options, and you can see it's a nice large restaurant, plenty of places to sit. You've got booth style seating, tables for 2, 4, and even for larger groups. So in the very aft of the ship, you're gonna find the Tuscan Grill. And what I love about this space is not only is it beautiful, but it's absolutely delicious. As you enter, it looks like you're walking through a wine barrel. And of course, they have a wide variety of wines here on board. Now the concept behind it is your favorite steakhouse mixed with your favorite Italian restaurant. So you're gonna find all of those delicious handmade pasta dishes. You're gonna find your favorite steak options as well, and a wide variety of appetizers. Now I love the flatbreads and love everything that we dined on last time we were here on board. On deck 5, you're gonna find the promenade. I love coming out here to walk, or when we're cruising, especially a sea day, sitting in one of the chairs looking out at the incredible ocean views. Now, promenades have been on cruise ships forever, and this is a fantastic one for you to utilize while you're on board. Now we're inside the beautiful Opus dining room. This 2-story dining room was designed by the one and only Adam Tahani. It is a stunning architectural space and also a wonderful place to dine. So you're gonna have options to dine in here breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You'll have dinner here each and every single night if you'd like. Now keep in mind, Aqua Class can dine in blue, and of course, suites can dine in luminé. Now behind me, you're gonna find the wine tower. There's a huge amount of wine options with Celebrity. If you're a vinophile, you're sure to find something that you love. Now down on the bottom floor here, you're gonna have similar seating to up above. You've got a beautiful chandelier up above, tables for 2, 4, all the way up to 10 or 12 to accommodate larger groups. Now, I always ask to dine along the window. Totally up to you as you come in, but if that's something you'd like, I definitely recommend that you request it. Now, you're gonna find all your favorite classics here each and every single night. If you want salmon, you want steak, you want chicken, you're gonna have that here. Also a wide variety of vegetarian options. But keep in mind, there's gonna be a rotating menu, so to complement those, each and every single night, you're gonna have something to choose from. And my last celebrity cruises have blown me away with the quality of the food and, of course, the incredible service on board. Just outside Opus Restaurant, you're gonna find Luminé. Now, this is the restaurant dedicated to suites here on board. You can dine here for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's only gonna be available to suite guests, and it's gonna be a very elevated service level and an incredible menu. So in here, you're gonna find different dishes each and every single day. You can also order from the classics. One little secret, you can order off the Opus menu as well if you'd like to. Now, in addition to that, they're gonna have some unique signature dishes that they'll mix and match each and every single day. Now, in the middle of deck 4, you're gonna find several favorites. So you've got Cellar Masters just behind me. You're gonna be able to do all kinds of different wine tasting options. Of course, they have a full bar in there as well, in addition to that lounge experience. Now, if you love wine, I know I've mentioned it before, you're gonna love your experience on Celebrity. Inside here, like I said, you're gonna have different wine tastings, they'll do whiskey tastings, and they're very, very knowledgeable about all the different options. Now let's head over to the Ice Top Martini Bar. Now, the favorite bar on every Millennium Series ship and Solstice class is going to be the Ice Top Martini Bar. Here, you're gonna find an ice top bar. So you have ice along the top, you can put your drinks on there and keep them cold, but it's also a lot of fun. And what you'll find is it's an incredible social space. They've got several little nooks to sit, but at the bar itself, you've got high top seating and low top seating, and these are the bartenders who are gonna put on a bit of a flair show. So if you wanna gather with your friends, make sure you get here early, it's sure to fill up. So now we're inside the casino, and it's a really large space. If you love to gamble on vacation, of course, do so responsibly, but you're definitely gonna wanna stop by. So you have all the favorite slot machines. Right here's Wheel of Fortune, that's my favorite. And down the middle, you're gonna have craps, roulette, 3-card poker, ultimate hold'em, and quite a few different blackjack options. They'll mix and match those as the guests like. Now, all around here, you're gonna find more slot machines, and in the middle, you're gonna find the casino bar. They'll provide drink service throughout. So now we're inside the Future Cruise Desk. Of course, the best time to buy your next cruise is while you're here on board having an amazing time. In addition to finding the optimal pricing, you're also gonna get some unique offers that they only provide here on board. Now, as your travel advisor, they're gonna let us know as soon as you make that booking. In fact, that's one of my happy things is seeing an email come in, but let us know as soon as you get back. We can take care of every detail from here on out. Just forward of the casino, you're gonna find another bar just behind me. Now, this is part of the open atrium that goes up to deck 5 above. Now, there's a stairway at the end where you can head up, and on my side, you're gonna find the conference center. So there's several different conference rooms they can put together to a larger space or divide them up. This is also where you're gonna find Celebrity Central. We're gonna head on in now. Now we're inside Celebrity Central, a dynamic entertainment and educational space. You can see theater-style seating. They will put movies in here, so you can watch some of those first-run movies right here in this space. They'll have comedians. They also use it for different styles of entertainment. So you could have a lecture, you could have a game show, all kinds of fun in this space. It's got stadium-style seating all the way up and wrapped around. I love that they still have that traditional old-school style movie theater. Just forward of the beautiful atrium, you're gonna have another large open area space. So this is deck 3, 4, and 5. The first space we're going to encounter is the Passport Bar. So you're gonna have a nice large lounge style space here. You've got the couches, you've got the chairs and tables. So here you can belly up and get a great drink. They also have an espresso maker if you want a coffee as well. Now, as we continue through, you're gonna find the Shore Excursions desk. So we highly recommend that you do all your shore excursions before you get here on board, but you can come down, ask all kinds of questions. Oftentimes they've been on many of the excursions themselves, or they have some points of reference that they can share with you. Now, keep in mind this ship visits all kinds of incredible destinations. You're definitely not gonna wanna miss out on a shore excursion experience. Now, as we continue along to the other side, you're gonna have some beautiful artwork all around, more of that lounge style space here. Now, what you're gonna find is guest relations. So this is the purser's desk where they can answer all your questions to do with money, your room, any of those types of things. Now, keep in mind, the first day and the last day, it tends to be quite a bit busier here. So if you have some questions about your bill or any of the inclusions, make sure you stop by during the middle of the cruise. Thank you so much for joining us here today on board the beautiful Celebrity Reflection. As you can see, it's not only a gorgeous ship, but it has something for everyone. amazing activities, spaces, and of course, incredible food and crew. Now, when you're ready to book your next cruise with Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, or Silversea, make sure you reach out to Harr Travel. We are your luxury cruise experts. We know the spaces inside and out. We have an amazing relationship with Royal Caribbean Group, and we know that we can help craft the cruise vacation of a lifetime for you, your friends, family, or group at an incredible value, and get the Harr Travel signature service every step of the way.